What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. How's everybody doing? Good, good, good. What's up, NW? Faithless, Matthias, Omen. Faithless, you're early. Henry, what's up? What's up? What's up? Devless, what's going on? This music sounds familiar. Not sure though. Take a good guess. Take a good guess, NW. I feel like you could get it. Take a good guess. Take a good guess. What's up, Amir? How are you? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Totally think you could get this one. Late 90s, early 2000s fighting game. I think you could get it. I think you can get it. It's at the tip of my brain cells. It's right there. I know it. Right, Kage, what's up? What's up? What's up? CM, what's going on? The will two wolf chappers satisfy? I don't know. I don't know. Oh man, you haven't caught up? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, you haven't caught up! If you've read the description, my Dragon Ball brain has resorted to calling full transformed Yama Super Saiyan 4, because that's just what I do. That's just what I do. But yes, Yama is absolutely amazing. Nice NASA hoodie. It's thank you. This is the either the second or the third time I've worn this hoodie, and I got this hoodie 3 years ago. Thank you, camera. And I got this hoodie like 3 years ago. I don't want to wear it too much because I don't want to like wear it out. I do that a lot though. I spend money on stupid stuff. Like I have a closet full of sneakers that I could probably have. Like if I were to sell all the sneakers in my closet that I don't wear, right? I'd have thousands of dollars. I would. I really would. That's why I don't go to stores. Right? That's why I don't go to stores. Because I'm a sneakerhead. I'm a sneakerhead. I'm a sneakerhead. So, dope shoe on the horizon on dropping. For like the last 2 years, I haven't really paid attention. Right? For like the last 2 years, I haven't really paid attention to it. Because I know I would just be I know for a fact I would be sitting there Friday mornings or Saturday mornings waiting for release day. I'd be out there. I would be. It started in college. It started in college. Wowie zowie. Yeah, when I was like working, bringing home like 2K a week, it would just be like I paid my bills, save some money, go crazy. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Pay my bills, save some money, go crazy. That's all I would do. That's all I would do. That was the benefits of being young with barely any responsibilities. We all wasted our money on stupid stuff. I agree. I used to blow my money on a lot of stupid stuff. Used to blow my money on a lot of dumb stuff. I spent my money on a lot of food, like in my early 20s. And I can cook. Stupid. Stupid. Haven't bought any recently because of the lockdown. I haven't bought have I bought sneakers in the lockdown? Yeah, I bought the Kohl's. And I bought the Black Cat 4s. I've bought like maybe 2 or 3 sneakers this year. I bought the Dreamers and the Black Cat Forest because I've wanted those since I was like 7. Walked into Eblin's and it was like, I told it was the first time I went to the mall. Like, I want to say this was like maybe June or July or whenever the mall opened back up. It was summertime though. And the last time it was like I went in the mall just to see what it was like to be in the mall. Right? The last time I just wanted to see what it was like in the mall, like post COVID. And I was in there, I was like, it's fairly busy. I was like, I'm about to be in and out. I'm not staying in here. And then I made the mistake of walking into a sneaker store. And I was like, these are still sitting here? I was like, hold on. I was like, yo, you got these in a 10? And he went in the back. He was like, here you go. I was like, take them to the front. I didn't waste any time. I was like, yeah, I don't even have the money to buy these. I got them. It's stupid. I'm so impulsive. That's why I stay out of stores. So impulsive. What's up, Rock? What's going on? And what's going on? Sorry I didn't join the last stream. Made a mistake of. Oh no. Can I read the chapter? The one I told you. I completely forgot. I put it on my sticky note and forgot. I put it right here. It's 227 and it's 307 total. I completely forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I completely forgot. Oh man, I feel crappy now. You want some 750s? I haven't bought a pair of Yeezys yet. Only because I just don't feel like supporting them. That's it. Chicken sounds like a lot, but I don't know how it is in the US. Well, rent is 14, so there's that. There's that, NW. Where I am, rent is 14, so it's not bad. Usually, like, the rule of thumb that I started to learn whenever I like graduated college and I met like the first real job that I worked, because I worked at like computer shops and all that stuff, like based on my degree. But my first real job, like working at the Hartford, was like I met these guys and they were just like, because they all were older than me. I thought they were like my age, and I'm like, no, they were like 30 and 40, freaking fountain of youth. They didn't even look their age. But they were telling me, like, when you get a job, you should, if you have this opportunity, right? If you have the opportunity, you should find a job that one paycheck from your job should be able to pay your rent. They were like, that's you, like, and then they were like, that's the rule of thumb that like we try to go by. So it's like, if there's an emergency, then you'll be able to cover yourself. So I've always kept that. So I was like, if I was ever to get a job, which I was able to do, well, at the sacrifice of becoming salary and not having an hourly wage and and working all types of times throughout the night and stuff and being on call and everything, right? I was able to do that for like a good year or 2 years. Yeah, I was able to do that. And then what happened? There was a corporate shuffle. And they deemed that the IT department, which was a department of one, they deemed that they could get by with not freelancing, with outsourcing to 2 guys that had a full workload of so many different what's his face companies, that they could get by with outsourcing their IT for their entire organization. So they eliminated the position, and then a month later the world shut down. So that's pretty much how I ended up right here. Those moments. What's up, Timothy? Hey, you're here. What's going on? You're live. What's going on? How are you? Oh man. Tower guy, let's go. What's up, Brandon? Tell that. Elena's aren't. What's going on? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing on this Monday? Goodness, I'm just babbling. Yeah, some of us stream. Like, not everyone's fortunate for that. I worked little here and there jobs. I worked at McDonald's for If I count college, I worked at McDonald's from the time I was 19 to I was 2018. That was 2 years ago. No, I didn't. 2016. This is a damn lie. 2016. So from the, how old was I in 2016? How old am I now? Like 4 years, 4 or 5 years, right? 4 or 5 years. So I worked at McDonald's. I worked at a computer shop making minimum wage. I worked at Christmas tree shop making less than minimum wage before I was able to get that job. So yeah. So yeah. You need to stop it. Yeah, sometimes college can get in the way. Yeah, sometimes it can get in the way. I was fortunate enough to graduate and have everything. That where's Pipe? Pipe probably has school stuff, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. I'm definitely good. We should start, right? I'm just babbling away. Don't you got caught up to you? You did say that. What's up, Walgov? I didn't see you earlier. I'm sorry. Well, I did see your name. I just didn't say hi. I suck. Hotel Travago? Is this real? Good. Mondays are good. That's good. Mondays are good. Monday's going to end. Right. How are your exams? How are they going? You too, Ivan. How's your exam? Get these out. Oh, and NW didn't figure it out. It's Bloody Roar music. It's Bloody Roar music. I know. I was trying to remember like how can I somehow, I don't know. I'm trying to think of more. Well, I hope this music doesn't get us clapped up, right? But Bloody Roar music, absolutely. I think I'm gonna switch the latency back to fast too, because it's kind of late. It's kind of set on 15. Unlike last time, I haven't fully prepped for my exam, so I'm a dip. Yes, I am by. Good luck on the exams as well. Him exam went well. That's good. I'm glad everybody's doing good in their classes, damn. Stay away from here. You got studying to do. Stay away. Exams have been good. Hardest ones on Wednesday though. Oh, I wish you luck. What's up, Pipe? What's going on? Stop apologizing. Older than some cats, probably. I think we established like the pecking order of ages. There's some of us that are old as dirt. Some of us are young. Some of us are right in the middle. Yeah, we're all over the place. I like it. Yeah, good luck on your exams. There's no way you're gonna guess Bloody Roar. Bloody Roar was my jam. I think when I got a PS2, Bloody Roar and a Madden game were my first games. I think Bloody Roar was my first PS2 game though. And then my nephew tried to steal it because his first PlayStation 2 game was a Bloody Roar. Right? But then someone stole it from him. So whenever like I let him borrow some games, he thought my Bloody Roar was his Bloody Roar, and we were fighting over it. I'm like, I'm not doing this with you. Give me my game back. You're 11, and you shut up. I'm old. I'm getting up there. All right, so let me do my quick little recap, right, of last stream. Last stream there was no possible way I was gonna stop in the middle of Yama going crazy, so he kept going, right? And then sure enough, bombs started to pop off and go crazy too. So it's just like a 2-for-1, right? It was like a 2-for-1. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, it was crazy. We got introduced to Lopobia YASRATCHA. So this should be cool, right? I want to see how busted he could be, because he has the attention span of a 11-year-old. And play games. Oh, it's alright. Can't remember my first PS2 game. I remember all my first games from every system I had. It wasn't a lot though. The PlayStation kid. Crash Bandicoot was my first PlayStation game. Bloody Roar 3 was definitely my first PlayStation 2 game. I didn't get a PlayStation 3, I had a 360, and my first 360 game was Call of Duty 2. Yeah, like Call of Duty 2. And my PlayStation 4, my first PlayStation 4 game, I had 3. It was Madden 15, the Nathan Drake collection, and damn, there's another game I can't remember. And I haven't got, and my first Switch game was Smash. My first PSP game was NBA Live 2006. I was in middle school, so it had to be anything before 7. Did I have any other console? No, I didn't. I don't think I've had any other console. Dreamcast, I lied. Third Strike was my first Dreamcast game. Third Strike in NBA Live 2002, because Allen Iverson was on 2001 and 2002. Those were my first games. And I didn't have a 64 growing up because my dad wasn't a Nintendo fan. And then by the time I got of age, I just started to buy stuff myself. So I just bought what I liked. Bought a PlayStation. I remember my N64, Super Mario 64 gotcha. Thinking about a voice chat in Discord. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Only console I had and have is a DS. A DSi? I can't see, I'm too far away. I'm way too far away. I need new glasses. Do I need new glasses or I'm just getting older? Both. DSi. I've never had a DS. I wanted a DS, and guess what? My dad don't like Nintendo, so I wasn't getting no damn DS. I would have to buy a DS for myself. Yeah, so recap over. I'm just wasting time. We're moving on to chapter 33. How we sounding? Do I sound good? Do I sound good? Do I sound good? I'll do it. What's up, Edon? What's up, Edon? I think I only had a Nintendo, but I got you got a mountain as a backyard. Yeah, as a child, I spent a lot of time outside. I bought a DS when I went to a trip. Oh my goodness. I've never been able to do that. I never had money. The Wall of Peaceful Coexistence. What a title. I'm glad it gave us to wait. Oh, hold on. Up. Hold on. Keyboard stuck. Oh damn. Oh damn. Don't unplug something. Oh, Jesus. How the hell is it? Ah. Oh. Goodness gracious. We're gonna switch the music. Damn, I'm fighting the goddamn keyboard. Okay, do we want something moody or do we want something upbeat? Ron versus the keyboard. It's always something. I can't win against anything. These noises. Dude, I am still hurting. I played American football after. I played I played American football on Friday and my body still hurts. Still hurts. It's Monday morning. Monday afternoon. It still hurts. Literally feel like I've been in a car accident. Did I ask my question? I didn't. Do we want to go for moody music or moody, or I don't want to say upbeat, but up tempo music? That's what we'll say. The wall of peaceful coexistence. Save. Is fighting something every damn stream, right? It never fails. I'm fighting rogue bugs that show up. The actual computer, the keyboard. Sounds like Wario on crack trying to catch a fly. Going moody. Okay. Head out. Try to slowly. Thank you for stopping by. I'm probably taking way too long to start today. My apologies. I'm having a light Monday, right? I had a good weekend, really good weekend. Very eye-opening Sunday. And then I slept a lot. Right? I slept a lot. I went to sleep at 6:30 yesterday. Woke up at like 10:30 and then didn't wake back up until 9 this morning. So I got to sleep a lot. Kind of been like exhausting myself, staying up, working on stuff in the background for personal life and for the channel. Let me update the stream really quick. So I've kind of been exhausting myself, and then playing football didn't help at all. It actually made things worse. Like, I was supposed to do a stream for Heaven's Feel, and I quite literally I almost like fell asleep in the movie. I dozed off for like 5 minutes and missed the part, and then had to like confirm with a friend like what actually happened, because I fell asleep. Running too hard. I'm running too hard. The wall of peaceful coexistence. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Need neutral music. Well, I don't know what neutral music is. I don't know what neutral music is. Up tempo, neutral. Geesh, what am I supposed to do for neutral? I like NASA hoodie. Not gonna lie, thank you. I appreciate that. It's a good movie. The third one just came out. Well, it came out last week in America, so that's what I went to. That's what I went and did Saturday night. Neutral music. So, what the hell am I gonna do? I'll go here. Matter of fact, I'll loop this for a little bit. Loop it for a little bit. Here we go. Like elevator music, but for movies. We'll go with this. I don't have any elevator music. I'd have to search for some. Let me write that down. Clearly me writing the side. Oh, yeah. Ah, that's right. Hold on. Neutral LE music. Or that's Fior. Or I can't see because of the mic and these blinding lights. There we go. All right, I've wasted enough time. Let's get started. Thank you for sticking with me. I apologize. Episode 33. Thank you, camera. We're doing this again. The focus. Here we go. What the? My leg! What happened? It's now or never. Where do you think you're going, Slayer candidate? Woohoo! Bomb is moving! Oh my goodness. Damn. Whoa! Headshot? This looks like Paul did this. No, Jordan. Jesus! I'm all over the place, goddammit. That was a clean headshot, though. Zahn, are you alright? It must have been Jordan. I'm fine. Cover the Slayer candidate. You're starting to really piss me off. Dude, the thorn looks crazy. The thorn looks crazy and I love it. Doom, relax. I'm here to help you. Shut up. I don't need help from a goddamn rugrat like you. Lopobia YASRATCHA. I caught a glimpse of your past just now when you tried to fill me with your power of the canine people. It looked like you've got a grudge against the 10 family leaders. I'm fighting jihad too. Maybe you and I are up against the same enemy. Ah! Just this once. Could you trust me? Okay, Bomb. Okay, Bomb. Okay, Bomb. I'm changing the music. I want, what are we gonna go with? I think this works as neutral, right? I think it does. I think it does. Hands on with this L every time we see him, right? At least he keeps getting back up, though. I'm not sure if just touching him is enough to break the spell. But if some part of me can get rid of it, then just maybe. Whoa. Bomb. What's going on? This can't be the pain. It's gone. No, Doom. You're not supposed to wake up yet. You were supposed to just be a puppet king under a spell. The canine people don't need a king like you. What? I'm going to create a better world for the canine people. A world where my son Louis is acknowledged as a fellow canine person. A completely different world of canine people, where your bloodline and strength aren't the only things that matter. Whoa! I didn't understand what I was looking at. Whoa! 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 Okay. Well, damn. Bomb has a magic touch. What's up, Diego? How are you? One taped. Oh, man. All right. Jeez. I don't know what kind of world you envision for the canine people, but if you think you can control our people's destiny, think again. The canine people are destined to be dominated by competition and strength. Not even I can change that. The canine people themselves chose their current society. You want to change their society just because it doesn't suit your ideals? You've really got some nerve. Body bag, bro. Body bag. Body bag. Body bag. Does this man even deserve an F from us? No. Let's go. Katha. That's a body. He body bagged him. Goodness. Slayer candidate. I promise to tell you where Dang Dang's real heart is if you beat me. So, I guess now it's time to keep my word. Dang Dang's real heart is in Louis. What? A long time ago, I gave Louis Dang Dang's heart to save him. He's my son after all. Louis is my real son. What do you mean Louis is your real son? Yes, if you give Louis's heart back to Dang Dang, it might save Dang Dang, but it would also kill Louis. I chose to save Louis instead of Dang Dang. Dang Dang? Yo, man, that's crazy. And I told myself that was their destiny. What would you have chosen? Oh my gosh. Answer me. If it were you, would you kill Louis to save Dang Dang? I led Dang Dang and the canine people to their doom just to save my son, but I thought it was the right thing to do for the cage. If that was so wrong, what else could I have done? If you try to turn back their destiny and kill Louis now, do you really think that's any different from what I did? Oh, it sucks, Louis. Answer me. Poor guy's on the floor, all alone. Ow. Why is there a 0 in your name now, right, Kage? It's always been there. The 0's always there. That's funny. Gallo got penetrado. Gato now helpful. We're still bullying in 2020. Gato not feeling very obrigado right now. Goodness. The poor guy is on the floor. I can't with you guys. I can't with you guys. I can't. I can't with you guys. Let's continue. Several years earlier. Father, please, I'm begging you. Father, Louis is my friend. Make the other canine people stop picking on Louis. They keep bullying him just because he's got human ears. All right. I'll see what I can do. Really? Thanks, Father. But I want you to focus on your training so you can help those weaker than you. Okay, Father. Louis, Lord Gallo, it's nice to see you two getting along so well. Really? Is it okay for me to be Dang Dang's friend? Sure. I hope you and Dang Dang stay good friends for a long time. Let's go. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Lord Gallo. That sucks. Sorry, Dang Dang, Louis. Body bag. We're back with Yama now, right? Yes, we are. That damn elder. What the hell did he do to me? Who's that? A higher anchor? He just popped up out of nowhere. Oh wow, the wall. Did he send me to the wall of peaceful coexistence? Wait. Those ears. Are you by any chance a canine person? Did Kel Helm send you? Yama looks fire right here. Yama looks fire right here. Right? Dude. Yama looks so fire right here. Oh my gosh. With all the caps on. Do you know who the hell Kelhelm is? Call that bastard's pocket right now and, and tell him if he doesn't send me back to the cage, I'll hunt him down and cut his throat. Tell him right now or I'll kill you too. This doesn't sound good. Did Lord Kelhelm fail to take over the canine people? Even if he lays a finger on the cage, he's dead meat. Hurry up and call him. What should I do? He seems like a really powerful canine person. I didn't hear anything from Lord Kelhelm, but Lord Kelhelm must have sent him here. Why on earth did he send that guy here? What did he see? Hey you, who are you? This is the area of peaceful coexistence. No outsiders are allowed here. Get out of here. I was just leaving anyway. But this man said this is the area of peaceful coexistence. No outsiders are allowed here. Get out of here. While they're gonna blow the whole wall up in 2 days. What? That's some great meat armor. Yeah, I'm alright, Faithless. I feel like the abs a bit too much. I don't think so. I think Yama's a unit. He's a unit. Who's Lucid Plumbing? That's on the tests when you fail, isn't it? I'm confused. You guys having a conversation? Keep having a conversation. Don't mind me. I was just leaving anyway. But what are you doing here? I'm a company commander in the 2nd Division of the 5th Squadron of Jihad's army. I'm here on royal orders. If you really want to leave, we'll show you out after running a background check on you. Damn it. Jihad's army? Yeah. Did you just say Jihad's army? Yeah. Kelhelm might be a genius. Kelhelm might be a genius. He just might be a genius. He's like, Jihad's army? Battleship Aquila. Behold the cats of the great Lopobia family. The greatest and most imposing member of the family, Lopobia YASRATCHA. Behold his glory and bow before him. A goat man forced to work for YASRATCHA, ranker Tura. Aw, man, this man's crying. Swear I'll kill him someday. It's the last thing I do. He could probably tell the anger, right? Oh no. I was gonna say, if he could smell the anger emanating from this man just from his thoughts, that would be crazy. Is it just me? Or is there a dog somewhere around here? Somewhere else in the tower. Wall of peaceful coexistence. This man Calivan's been doing some crazy training. This man Calivan, huh? High ranker Calivan. The wall of peaceful coexistence. Coexistence is no more than a seed of chaos. It can't bring about peace. Those fools opposing King Jihad sure came up with a stupid name for their wall. I just can't wait to tear down that stupid wall. We're at the end of the chapter. This is record time. We did this in record time. We did this in record time. Right, the stream time isn't accurate because I babbled for like 20 minutes. We really read a chapter in 20 minutes? Okay. 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 Efficient Mondays. Efficient Mondays. Might be lucid wait. Wait. Lucid plumbing is your sworn enemy? That's funny. That's funny. Free Tura. Yes, I'm behind that hashtag. Free Tura. I'm totally behind that hashtag. Oh, hello there. It's Calibra, Calichad. Chad. Came back and Calibro's in the panel, right? Chapter is pretty short. So 3 more instead of 1. I don't know. Possibly. It depends on how this next chapter hits. If it leaves me on a, okay, we can wait until tomorrow. It'll leave me on that. But if it kicks me in my nuts, we'll do a 3rd one. I knew it was, man, I wouldn't be satisfied. Enryu. Everyone is in shorts now. Well, Yama is in his cutoff jeans, right? Off topic, but what's the thing called when you have Spooderman or Sonic the Hodgepodge? What do you mean? I'm about to curse the stream. I like Kalichan. Kalichan, I just want Bomb to put his hand through this man's chest. How about that? That's what I like. That's what I like. That's what I like. Really can't believe we finished. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. I'm not complaining. 34. Hold on. I'll be able to. We read that chapter and I'm gonna switch it back. The song that just went off was 15 minutes and 25 seconds. So it took us literally about like 20 minutes, literally, because we read a little bit before I switched the song again. Quite literally, it took us 20 minutes to read that chapter. Wow. There we go. 34. Let's go. Oh, I need the chat first. There we go. There we go. MS Paint memes. Yeah, there we go. Degeneracy. It's a long name, Ron. Right? The Wall of Peaceful Coexistence. Maybe I can raise this up. There we go. I want Bomb to. Oh, that's a long name. I was stupid. I'm so stupid. He's like, that's a long name. Amir made a funny and then I just messed it up. It's too brutal for Bomb to do. It totally is. But nonetheless, I want the boy to do it anyways. He would never do it, but I want him to. Right? I want Bomb to put his hand through his chest. Amir made a funny and I messed it up. Do the same thing as what he did. Yeah. Yeah. You guys are talking about what to do with Godlo's body because it's a lot of meat, right? You guys are sick. Bomb. Where are you, Bomb? Louis. Dang Dang isn't breathing. He's not dead, is he? Where the heck are you? Louis, listen. You said you'd set Dang Dang free. Why is Dang Dang laying here unconscious with a hole in his chest? You give the heart that's in Louis back to Dang Dang. You might be able to save Dang Dang. We've got to do something. We have to save Dang Dang. A heart. I need a heart. But is that really any different from what I did? I'm sorry, Louis. But I don't think there's any way to save Dang Dang. Ah, now I see. Screw you, I'm bringing Dang Dang back to life. No matter what. I can't choose one person's life over another's like Galo did. Not because I'm so much more moral or righteous than Galo. It's just maybe I don't want to save Ding Dang as badly as Gado wanted to save Louis. That's fair. Bomb. What gave me the nerve to take Ding Dang's hand and tell him I'd help him? It's not like I could put someone's life or the fate of the canine people on the line to help him like Gado. Was it because I didn't know about Ding Dang's secret in the past? No, it's not that. I just didn't genuinely want to help him badly enough. I was a hypocrite. Geesh, bomb. I have to save Dang Dang. This can't be. I don't have the emotional, right? I don't have the emotions to match it. I don't. I don't have the emotions to match the scene. Skinner's face and scalp became all under Gado cosplay. I lost. There we go. Music doesn't fit this moment. It doesn't. You're right. What do I put it on? You know what? Take two. Take two. I'll try to put some more emotion in this. Take two. We'll start over. Right here. I'm only reading Bomb's part either. I damn sure don't have the emotion right now. I'm kind of too happy to read Louis screaming out, right? To read Louis screaming out in agony for his friend. Redo. I'm only reading Bomb's lines too. I'm gonna try to match this man's intensity. I don't think I can. I'll give it a shot. This is gonna feel really cringe. I'll give it a shot though. If you give the heart that's in Louis' back to Dang Dang, I'm messing up already, you might be able to save Dang Dang. But is that really any different from what I did? Ah, now I see. I can't choose one person's life over another like Gado did. It's not because I'm so much more moral or righteous than Gado. It's just maybe I didn't want to save Dang Dang as badly as Gado wanted to save Louis. What gave me the nerve to take Dang Dang's hand and tell him I'd help him? It's not like I could put someone's life or the fate of the canine people on the line to help him like Gado did. Was it because I didn't know about Dang Dang's secret in the past? No, that's not it. I just genuinely didn't want to help him badly enough. I was a hypocrite. Okay. I can minimize this. Okay, let's continue. Why are you so zoned out, Slayer candidate? Doom. Are you feeling sorry for that guy? He tried to lead the canine people to their doom just to save his kid. Yeah, I know, but I'm not interested in how you feel. You broke the spell on my heart and saved the canine people. Just focus on that for now. And I know it's only on your behalf, but I'll help you fight. I'll help you guys fight. Really? Yeah. I need some help to fight YASRATCHA and the 10 family leaders too. You're already doing everything you need to in this battle. Don't obsess so much over dying in battle. Countless people have died unfair deaths in battle anyway. The important thing is for you to focus on what you want to fight for now. Those are some good words. I like this. To get this from Doom, right? I like this a lot. Like, even in his own sick way, Doom can drop some knowledge, right? He can drop something on him. Grant, he's been alive for what, thousands of years, probably. It's like like what he's saying makes perfect sense, because like Bomb is so obsessed over not having the people he cares for get hurt, right? And what he's trying to do, it's literally impossible. Quite literally, it's impossible. Like, someone's going to get hurt, especially if you're fighting against the people that you're going up against. So for Doom to have told him these words of, like, you're doing everything you possibly can, right? Like, death is going to happen. Like, you can't stop that, no matter how strong you are. Unless you literally have the power to tank the tower. Quite literally. Like, unless you literally have the power to think through the entire tower, then it's like it's inevitable. People you love will die. Comrades will fall in battle. You won't win every fight. Right? And it's just, I love getting this from him. It makes me wonder, like, was this always here, right? Was this always here? And was Doom saying this to Yama and Yama just wasn't having any of it? I don't know. I have no idea. I like those words a lot. But we obviously, Doom had a sicko part in his brain. Obviously. Let me scroll up on the chat before we get started again. Yeah, I had to give it a good do-over. Welcome to Spiral of Deity, where our main character Burn, along with our friend Kun and a rake, must climb the spire to eventually face the Kong of the Spire, the herd. Watch as old enemies become allies like Cracker and Wheat. Will Burn ever defeat Caravan? Find out if the treacherous Roach Hall will get a stronger chin. Will Prawn's death ever be avenged? Find out in the next episode. This totally sounds like a 90s movie ad. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, this doesn't match when he's reading it all now. Nothing matches. Yusaho. Goodness, Pipe. The treacherous Rochor and her pal Yusaho. Yusaho. Oh man, Yoriawi. Oh man. It all started with a typo all those chapters ago. Yeah. Again, he's getting this truth bomb. Is this story better than the original? Alright, let me continue. I queued up this track for the scene alone. Let's switch it up to, let's go here. Okay. All right. Minimize. Back to our regularly scheduled. I can't talk today. I don't know how I made it through that little monologue. Bomb. Black turtle. Okay. Wall of peaceful coexistence. I want to go back. Dang dang. Hi Louis. This message, if this, okay. If this pocket is near you when I die, I set this message to play automatically. If you're hearing this, it means I must be dead, right? Louis, there was one last thing I had to tell you. You probably think I'm special because I'm Lord Gallo's son, but actually, I'm not his real son. I'm no different from you, Louis. I'm just a fake son he adopted to store someone else's heart in. You've always thought of me as some kind of savior for helping you, but you were the only person I could count on in that family. I've always felt this intense closeness to you. I even wondered if maybe my real heart is actually in you. if my real heart is in you, I might just be able to die knowing that I saved you. This probably sounds crazy, right? Sorry for hiding the truth from you all this time. I have a feeling I put everyone in danger by not telling the truth, but I didn't have a choice. I just wanted to take the hand that was offered to me. I wanted to take Bomb's hand and try running away from my destiny just one last time. So even if I die, don't blame anyone for it, Louis. I'm just happy that someone gave me their hand. I'm sorry, Louis. I'm sorry for leaving you all by yourself. That sucks. That sucks. Baylord Yama. Why did you change the music? You said it didn't fit anymore. I changed the music because Pipe literally said, okay, the music doesn't fit what's being read anymore. So I switched it. I didn't know it was going to go back. I didn't know it was going to go back to this. Oh my goodness. Imagine Rock with an afro. That feels like appropriation. Today we don't know what music we like anymore. Everything is ruined. This panel, yeah. Motions are all over the place, right? Hard to match. Redacted 3 wishes. Bigger hands, stronger jaw. She don't need that jaw to be any stronger. Oop, this started in the middle. And I don't want to play the song anyways. We'll go here. I was talking about the comments. I never said anything about the music. I'm reading, why did you change the music, bruh? Are you talking about something else? I don't understand. I don't get it. Explain further. I'm looking at right here. Why did you change the music? Unless you're talking about something completely different. And I'm just like jumping in and reading this and it's not pertaining to me. I'm asking. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Before that, everything's a mess. She meant the previous comment before that. I don't get it. I don't get it. Ah, I get it. Well, it wasn't specific. It wasn't specific. All right, let me continue. Wasn't specific. All right, let's continue. Good Monday. Good Monday. Did you just say Jihad's army? I'm sorry. Hold on. All right. That's right. Don't come any closer or we'll consider it a threat to King Jihad's army. An attack. You're not the one attacking here. I am. Oh no. I don't want Kel Helm to get his way, but I can't let Jihad's army just walk away from right in front of me. Say your prayers. Did he just attack King Jihad's army? What are you doing? Just cut it out. Stop. Do you really think King Jihad's army would just sit back and let you attack them like that? Shut up. All hell will break loose once you find out who I am anyway. I might as well kill that bastard before then. Exactly. When they find out who I am, they're going to attack anyways. So, while I have the jump on them, let's get it poppin'. What? Who is this guy? You may be a high ranker, but you're making a serious mistake. I don't stand a chance in a one-on-one duel with a high ranker. I'll use my mucus to drag him to the base and finish him off with the rest of the troops. Ooh, the glare! Oh my god. Oh no, I think I broke my chair. No. Oh my god. Look at him. Look at him. Dude, he really got scared out of his... He got scared out of his... Oh, man's a bum. Man's a bum. God. I don't stand a chance. Screw this. You'll have to try harder than that if you want to escape. Dude. He killed him. Yama is a Dragon Ball Z character. Yama's a Dragon Ball Z character. He literally came out of his armor because he got shook when he looked at him. Yama is a Dragon Ball Z character. He quite literally is. He quite literally is. Let me killed. Is that guy nuts? Perfect. I can get rid of the small fries first. That'll give me some time to figure out a way to get back to the cage. We lost Kyler. His vital signs are offline. Division Commander. I think Kyler is dead. What? What happened? The wall guards would never attack someone first. Does this have something to do with that sudden energy burst just now? I have got a bad feeling about this. Get the warship ready. I'm going in. Yes, sir. Send me back to the cage. Oh, crap. This crazy mud is ruining everything. What are you doing? He's threatening you. If you don't send me back, I'm blowing up the wall. Send me back to the cage right now or I'll tear down that wall. No, please. That wall's a symbol of peace and coexistence. What are you talking about? If you really want peace and coexistence, you wouldn't have tried to save your precious little wall by sacrificing the canine people. If peace is what you really want, then send me to the cage or I'll attack. Wait, no! What on earth is Calhelm thinking sending a wild dog here? Because he knew Yama would attack first, and therefore Yama attacking first means that Jihad's troops are going to respond, and Yama is not going to come. He's not going to be able to leave. That's what's happening. It has to be what's happening, right? It has to be. Someone else is going to show up, and Yama's going to have to fight them too. Please, I'm sorry about our plan, but please don't attack the wall. Then let me go. I can't do that right now. I'll count to 3. Hey, high ranker. Yes. Are you the guy who killed Kyler? Squadron 5, 2nd Division. This design is really freaking cool. Division Commander Fusil. That's what it is. I was going to say Fusil again. It's Fusil. Fusil and his armored division. Another one, huh? This one looks pretty damn strong. But he's still just a baby. Who are you? It's a good thing they haven't figured out who I am yet. I'm try buying a bit more time with them. I'm just a high ranker who's a bit lost. About that guy of yours I killed. Well, honestly, when a guy looks like that, almost anyone's likely to attack him. Try to understand, okay? It's his fault for looking weird. That's crazy. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way now. So how about you guys just run home? Don't be ridiculous. We're a royal division of the army. We only obey the king and our commander. Don't even try to joke your way out of this. Attack! Yes, sir. Yama's just like, damn it. Control yourself. Don't pop off. Control yourself. You know, he had to say it 2 times to himself. He's like, relax. 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 Don't go crazy. I love it. Control yourself. Control yourself. 3, control yourself. Oh my goodness. That guy. That guy is no ordinary high ranker. Ah, shoot. I tried my hardest. Why couldn't I kill them? Man, it's hard keeping my power under control. I just get this really powerful vibe radiating from him. Are you scared, Fusil? I thought I smelled a mud around here. Huh? Is that? What brings a little puppy from the cage all the way here? Is that a cat? Squadron Commander. I was just trying to capture a war hero. Didn't think I'd find a lost puppy on the way. Squadron Commander. Remember what I said to do if we ever run into the feline people? Feline people? You mean those guys from the Lopobia family or whatever? He's drunk on the cider. Yeah, they look like us, but like way douchier. Rip them to shreds. Kill them. Not sure why though. That's right. But the one with the light blue head and amber eyes is the only exception. If you ever run into that one, just get the hell out of there. If you fight that kid, you're dead. Whoa! So I'm afraid because I don't want to read the next one because then I feel like I have to read another one. Really? The kid with the blue hair and the amber eyes. Stay away from him. It proves because he's a oh damn, I hit the space bar. He had because he's a squadron commander. He's a squadron commander. So that means right, I'm pretty sure what I'm thinking is correct, but this means that him and Calivan, like Calivan is the commander of the 4th squadron, right? I forgot what commander Calivan is of. But he's the commander of the 5th. How many squadrons are there, right? How many is there? 5? Is there 7? How many are there? I don't remember. That totally means that I'm not going to say they're equal in power, but they're equal in rank. All right? Try to catch up. He is indeed me. That's why I don't like his powers. Yama's the best. Generic over 9,000 joke. Big laugh commences. Octo guy got nappered. At least Nappa and not Yamcha. But Nappa for sure was screaming for it. Never mind. Yamcha still got killed by a head of lettuce. Insert image of Kun in the Yamcha pose. Yes. Lucille's character design lets you know he won't. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I agree. Bam, 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 bam. Bum, 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 bum. Yama's smart about the situation, absolutely. Kun is greater than the concept of life and the ability. Does Pipo Dream even know what a Bulma is? That's a good question. Pipo Dream does not. Shame. You guys must be talking about Kun Macheni, right? That's funny. Drippy Kitty YASRATCHA. 5 squadrons, 5 squads. Okay, so that means we've seen 2 of them, correct? Am I? No, I'm right. We've seen 2. We've seen YASRATCHA and we've seen Caliban. Or have we seen more? Because maybe we've seen 3 because of Adori, but she's the general of the entire army, right? She like sometimes, and like how it's set up, she could be the general. She could be the general of the army and have her own squadron that she commands as well. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe she is just the general and she doesn't have her own. I would assume she has her own independent squadron that serves under her, correct? Right? Well, that's just a guess. I have no idea. But I would assume that she would have her own, not entire like squadron, but like her own like, I think you guys get what I'm trying to say, right? Like her own like task force of something that are like the Immortals, or I can't think of anything. I think my point is kind of getting across, right? I would assume so, right? Maybe if we meet her in the future, we'll see it. I would assume she would have to have her own dedicated force. So Ren is in red. Right. The Royal Enforcement Division. But that's Jihad's though, isn't that? That's separate from, that's like, isn't like the Royal Enforcement Division, isn't that equate to like the Secret Service or something? Like if I can put it in my head, like the Secret Service for the president. And the military is something completely different from red, right? We better stop here. Cool. All right. Commander in Chief. Dun, dun. Yeah, she probably has some dudes. I would assume she probably has some dudes. Isn't Adori the head of the palace guards? Or is that a separate person? Is she the head of the palace guards? She's also the captain. Is she? I don't know. I don't remember what chapter that was. I would love to go back and to whatever chapter that was when I don't remember. What was there any? What chapters are those whenever we get to spit out your thoughts? I'm thinking of so much right now, but what were those chapters where they talk about Adori saying that when she said that she's gonna go regardless of whatever he said, like she gave the orders and they're like, well, we shouldn't do this. She's like, I'm doing it anyway, right? I can just assume, just from thinking of that line right there, she's obviously a general, right? She's obviously a general, like a fighting general. So like a fighting, you're fighting king, like not a, that's the comparison I'm trying to make, right? But I guarantee you, like she's on the front lines fighting. Dun 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 dun. She's only stated to be the commander-in-chief of the army. Can't really speculate on what she does or doesn't have control of. Gotcha. Okie dokie. 309. Let's go. I want to go back to that really fast. So this is 30. That's in season 2 then, correct? Yeah, our YASRATCHA doesn't have amber. That's a mistranslation. They were red though, right? That's what I assumed. Amber's kind of orange. You're right. But it made sense in my brain whenever I read it so fast. 309. We'll get there. We'll get there. Jahurd's Logo Palace. Lego Palace. Logo Palace. By the way, anyone excited for the new Dune movie? I want to check it out. I'm interested. Charlie, worst strip in all of top. That's big cap, Dexter. Worst strip? Worst drip? That's big. Worst. Outside of no way. Out of every character we've seen, that's big. No way. Worst? Hell no. There's someone. No way. All Rachel wears is a brown frock. Half the time. She's trash. Traveler's drip was disgusting. And that's big. I would put on what Charlie wears over what Traveler wears. No way. I disagree. No. No way. This guy's design is still weird. But it's only a matter of time before word gets out about this, since the order would have also been delivered to Adori Jihad, the captain of Jihad's royal guards, as per the regulation. Okay, she is the captain of Jihad's royal guards. Yes, someone said that in the chat. Didn't deserve to get deleted. Yes, we'll have to carry out one of the other orders before the Popadal family hears about this. What did Adori Jihad say when she saw the order? Well, she was always a very consistent person, so she responded as expected. She said it's the duty of all officials to ensure that a war does not start, and that she's merely the blade which cuts down the enemy of the Jihad family. And she said that the administration should strive for peace, and that the military would try to annihilate all three enemies. Did we talk about this? Is she from the Ari family? Damn it, I shouldn't have asked that out loud. Rhetorical question. Rhetorical question. Rhetorical. Rhetorical question. I don't want an answer. Stop typing. Stop it. Stop typing. So soon as it left my mouth, I was like, I shouldn't have said that. Someone's gonna say it. Okay. Interesting. All right. Oh man, now I gotta find my place again. What chapter did we end off on? Oh no. 34, right? Yeah, 34. So I gotta count 34 from the start of season 3. Season 3 starts right here. 4. $34. Yes. All right. Yes, his drip is way over Redactus. Yes. Yes. Come here, Jesus, Dexter, seppuku, please. Beautiful creature. That sounds of 1,000 keyboards, right? Your answer. You okay, Rick? Okay. It's the police chat freeze, yes. 25th Adori. 25th Chestnut fam. I don't know what that meant to say. Okay. Well. Would you wear what Charlie's wearing? I would wear that. And I'm not Pipe. I would put that on. I really would. I totally would. Machete and... That must be Echidna, right? Both make me go crazy. I have to remind myself that they are both crazy. Okay. This is interesting, right? This is a shocking development. But so now this makes me wonder. This totally makes me wonder, right? That Yama and Doom and Paul must be from the Lopobia family, right? I would assume so. Maybe? Don't tell me. I just want to speculate, right? If they're the only 3 canine, the doggo people, right? If they're the only 3 doggo people that are legit doggo people, maybe maybe they were a family from the Lopobia family that got ostracized. Maybe maybe they were, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It'd be interesting if they were from the Lopobia family, right? That would be cool. And there is some super duper deep reason. I kind of like this version of Paul better than the version that... This version of Paul just seems like... Literally, this version of Paul seems like the little brother, right? I like this version of Paul than grown-up Paul that's trying not to act like the little brother, but is still getting sunned like he's the little brother, right? I like this actual... He looks like a teenager right here. Quite literally, he looks like he's like 16 or 17. Like, for him to be little bro in this moment, I accept it here. But when you see Paul now with the sandals and dressing like he's a hippie with the it's just like like he's trying too hard. Maybe an experiment, possibly. You would rather wear terrible looking mid 2000s off brand Ed Hardy over sweats? I still have an Ed Hardy shirt in my closet. It's black. I'm pretty sure you can find it. It's black and it's a gold skeleton and all the organs are red and green. I love that Ed Hardy shirt. What concert did I wear that Ed Hardy shirt to? I was clean I had that Ed Hardy shirt with a pair of cargo shorts, and I had the military green 6 rings, the Jordans. What? I felt like I was that dude. Where did I wear that to? How old was I? Oh my gosh, this was like 10 years ago? Oh man, I felt like the man. I felt like the man. I thought you were better. Dexter about to have a convulsion. Granny sandal. Depends. You mean with leggings or without? Paul looks like he's in a rock band. Yeah, he does. He truly does. Thought you were nicer, but we were both wrong. Oh boy. Also, remember Bomb from season 1? Yeah. Aye. This is interesting though. So the one with the light blue hair and amber eyes is the only exception. Now granted, Doom's not no punk, right? But he's not no Yama either. Right? Doom isn't a punk. But he's not Yama either. So how strong is YASRATCHA? Because Doom is legit afraid of Yama. Like legit scared of Yama when he transforms. So how crazy does YASRATCHA have to be? Right? Because this moment happened before they squabbled. I don't know. If you're Yama, do you take the chance? Do you listen to your brother and you run? Or do you try to power dump and see what you could do? It's interesting. Granted, he is a squadron commander. So and the one thing I don't want to do is this isn't power levels, right? But we know of one other squadron commander, and that happens to be Calivan. Now, am I expecting YASRATCHA to have the essence of bravery? No, I'm not. But he has to be around what Calivan could be in order to hold a squadron commander role, right? To have that title. So he's stupid strong. We know that. And he doesn't, and strength doesn't equate in actual power, right? You can be very skilled. You can have various techniques, fighting styles that equate to strength as well. So don't mistake what I'm saying for just raw power. Because Calivan is raw power. YASRATCHA could literally be like a masterful technician. A tacticianer. We'll use that. Right? He could be like a brilliant fighter. Or he could be like the most skilled spell user. I'm just freestyling. Like, I'm not applying this to him. But it could be an X amount of things, right? That can elevate him to that title. So it's very interesting. And it's the whole thing of where does a squadron commander rank up against a slayer, a high ranker, someone that has these abilities that he does, right? Because Jin Sung was just a high ranker. He didn't hold no special title. But granted, Jinsung's one of those ancient people he's been around probably since close to the beginning. So that's different, but we've seen that he's able to contend with that power. And we've seen how strong Yama was. Even Kel Helm said that I could beat Yama, but it would dedicate too much strength and I would not be able to recover fast enough I wouldn't be able to recover fast enough to be able to fight. So that shows Yama's no joke, even when we start to get to these elders. Because I would assume the elders of FUG are probably the strongest people in FUG, right? So for Yama to even push one of them to the point of saying that I could win, but damn it, it would be hard. It's interesting. But then, like, how does Yama rank? Because Yama already tapped into that power already. Does he have the Shinsu conditioning? Is that a thing? If that's not a thing, let's make it a thing. Does he have the Shinsu conditioning to be able to go back into that form and truly hit the full transformation that he only halfway got? Like, he halfway did it against Helm before Helm transported him. So can he do that again? Right? It's interesting. There's a lot of things that we could try to talk about. He should be near Calivan's level, right? I babbled about that. He wouldn't be a squadron commander if he didn't have the power to back it up. Right. Strong enough to open a pickle jar, I'm sure about that. Caravan's espresso of courage is broken indeed. Walgav has been on one today. It's been on one today. Kevin Helm's displacement technique is OP. I see Calivan is pretty strong. At least you guys. Yeah, you guys are just joking, and I'm really talking my way through this right here, right? This is why I love it. This is always my thing. I said this, I don't know, 4 months ago, even before I started streaming Tower of God. I could care less if the chat is talking about something completely different, right? And quite literally, today is the perfect example of that. It's always been a thing of the chat could be talking about something completely different. Like, as long as it doesn't like spoil what I'm doing, right? And unless it doesn't spoil anything that's upcoming, I could care less what you guys are really back and forth. What you guys are back and forth about, right? Truly, I really don't. And I'll just check in whenever. It was just like, I jumped in, Pipe said something, I misunderstood. I was like, oh, wasn't for me. All right. Let me just keep reading. You guys can go back to what you guys are doing. Like, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. Dude, that was almost perfect. That was almost perfect. Oh, 327. 327 is just the Calivan and Jinsung fight, right? I was told to reread that. I have my sticky note up. I was told to reread it, right? So it's just the Calivan and Jinsung fight. I've reread this fight countless times, and I still stand by my whole argument that we had however long ago that was. I'm scrolling through it right now. Like, the essence of bravery, yada yada yada, bing bang boom. What chapters were we reading when you brought this up to me that I should reread this? Right? I don't remember. It was last week, I know that. I just don't remember when. Well, it's the start of the Caliban and Jinsung fight. Let me know. Well, got reviving with the 4 kids' names and knowledge. Yeah. Feels though. What's up, Keyshawn? I feel as though all the commanders should be relative at the minimum. Right. Right. They all should be around it. I was quiet for the entire stream, so I'm trying to make up for lost time. Yeah, I haven't watched One Piece, but it's not that big. Well, if there are spoilers that can be avoided, sure, but like there's quite, like, I know a lot of the big plot points, right? Because I check in, right? I check in. I like check in from time to time. And plus I have a friend that loves One Piece, so if he wants to talk about something, I'll just let him talk about it to me. Around that chapter, Wang failed to capture the Kasano. Are we talking about like Kasano, right hand of the devil Kasano? I'm kind of confused. He means those chapters. I'm also that version of TMNT that I played a little bit of grammar. Yeah, well, guy, you're totally right. I remember that. Arc Raptor Flash. Oh, you're talking about the Hell Train. You mean the when they die? That's not that. That's not 327. What else is on the sticky note? 227. I'm an idiot. 227 to 307. I reread this wrong. I read this totally wrong. 227. I totally read this wrong. There we go. Oh, this is when they die. Yeah. What were we talking about again? I'm struggling. I was supposed to reread this last week, so it would have made more sense because it was like related to something that we were reading, I guess. But it's a couple days later and I don't remember. I just remember writing it down. You don't have to read them. They're sad. I rewatched the stream. Whenever we were having the conversation in the Discord, whenever I rewatched the stream just so I could absorb what I was experiencing in that right? Yep. I don't see a point in reading them, but don't go ahead. I don't want to go. I need what? I don't get it. I don't make I don't understand. I'm lost. I'm so lost. I'm so lost. Yeah, but when was that conversation that happened in the Discord? It was sometime last week when we were talking about about Rachel and how she gets hated for no reason. All the Rachel capes, I don't like it. But it was that conversation. I was like, I just need to go back and I rewatched that whole entire part so I can hear what I was saying and how I feel and if it changed and what I feel about it now and how the situation actually went. So I recently went through these chapters and it was completely completely unrelated to what probably Rock was talking about, but I think Rock thinks you've forgotten about something, but even then we could just remind you when you get to the point that needs reminding. Oh, something's coming up related to that. Okay, I get it. I get it. Well, when we get to that point and I don't remember, that's what you guys are here for, right? You guys will definitely let me know. But I'm pretty sure I'll remember. I trust myself enough. Right? I trust myself enough that I would remember, right? I was just like confused, like in the addition of everyone saying no, you don't have to reread it, this, that, and the third. It just would have come across clear, like if someone just would have initially been like, you don't need to reread it yet, right? Just like, it's something coming up, don't worry about it. And I'm like, okay. I was genuinely confused. I thought it was like something else. That's why I was like, I got the chapters wrong. I'm looking through it. I'm like, I don't understand. I was like, I don't get it. But I totally get it. It's probably something I'm gonna remember, right? I remember the weirdest things, right? I remember some of the weirdest stuff. But yeah. I've literally, like, with not even, it's been less than 7 days, I want to say, that I've gone through these chapters. So I remember a lot about this stuff. She still killed him. Won't get me not to say it. Even though, like, we did all of this with the intentions of someone to die. So, yeah. I remember I had a theory about something in this section, but I don't remember. It was something to do with... Oh, did I say this out loud? Did I say this out loud? I felt like I didn't say this out loud, and literally coming back to this chapter made me remember this theory. And this is something that I wanted to probably say 10 streams ago, before we even started season 3, right? Before we even started season 3, I wanted to say this, and I don't remember if I actually said it out loud. But nah, it don't make no sense when I think about it. It doesn't make sense when I think about it. Excuse me. That makes sense, NW. It's just like something happened, you seen it, and you're like, well, okay. And then when you finally like got context, it was just like, that makes sense. I've had those moments. Like, you were spoiled, right? You were spoiled. It was about Jinsung Misang, like, she's looking for her parents, something about Jinsung and a child or something. It didn't make any sense, right? And it's just like, thinking about it, it's like, that kind of, I was like, I felt like I was going somewhere with it. And then I was like, that don't make no sense. And I let it go. And then I completely, like, I was going to bring it up a long time ago and forgot. I feel like I said it out loud. Maybe I didn't. Because I think it was, no, it got reignited whenever I seen Jinsung. But granted, a lot of people use Shinsu Boost. But I was like, whenever Misang used Shinsu Boost again, when she used Shinsu Boost, I was like, huh. Like what if Misang is actually related and we just don't know? Because, right, I felt like I was going somewhere. I felt like I was cooking, and then I let it go because I was like, nah, it don't make no sense. I was thinking she was a ha. That's it. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I thought I was going somewhere. Yeah, that's true, NW. Everyone does know about that. That's like, that's used to promote the series. I don't get why. right? I think like it's weird. Like people point to that as being like the height of it, and it's just like, well, why would you want to point to the climactic moment of the arc to try to get me to watch it, right? It makes no sense. Everyone disappeared when I was saying my theory, so maybe it was so bad that everyone just stopped typing. I don't know. I'll stop now. I'll stop now. I knew it was dumb. That's why I let it go. That's why I let it go. It's like everyone's gone now. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was stupid. It's like I knew it was dumb. That's why I didn't mention it before. Oh, snips. Oh, they're filthy. I hate Cox Communications so much. Whose internet is used like my internet? Oh, I just got mad all over again. My internet, quite literally, like my house's internet, right? Was right. My internet for my house is structured to is structured like a cell phone's data plan. So like if you run out of data, you get charged an overage if you get like Ginseng looking for a child. I think you're talking about Arkraptor? No. Ginseng was looking for a child. Misang lost her parents. Arkraptor was looking after Misang because it reminded him of his daughter that he lost. And wasn't Arkraptor married to a high ranker? Right? Not high, Jesus. Not someone from the 10 families. Forgive me, not a high ranker, someone from the 10 families. Right? And they took his kid away. Isn't that what happened? Right? But it got me to thinking, like, Misang uses a lot of things that, well, not a lot of things. She's used an ability, maybe two, that are related to the Ha family, like that I've seen Ginseng use. And since Ginseng's looking for, I don't know, it made sense to me. It did. It made sense. It made sense to me. That is true, Dexter. It is impossible to have a series that long and not have it spoiled. I just think it's cool if Misang is a Ha. Right? I think it's cool. It makes sense that Misang is a Ha. And this is just based off of my headcanon. Ask me to find something in a chapter to prove it, I can't. I can't. It makes sense that she's a Ha. It does. Totally makes sense to me. I don't think I've been spoiled about One Piece. I've been spoiled way more about Hunter x Hunter. Okay, we know her surname is granted. Yeah, it doesn't mean much. Quite literally, could be like you take your mother, like if you take your mother's name if her dad's a Ha, or you take your father's name if her mom's a Ha. It could easily be that. But like the Shinsu boost thing, how strong she is, granted she's found a way to train what's her name from Shibisu, Team Shibisu. Well, it's I can't remember her name. The octopus girl, right? I can't get into Hunter x Hunter. Try, just can't get past episode 24. Push past episode 24. The series definitely changes after that. Not Vespa. Vespa's the B girl. Isn't Vespa the B girl? Vespa is the one that doesn't like people, and she's the fastest. And then when she gets, it's Verdi. Thank you, Verdi. Verdi. Yeah, it completely changes. So once you leave that first big arc that we do that seems like Pokemon, right? When you leave that, it completely changes into a completely different series, right? And then it's just like, okay, I kind of like this. And then it completely changes into a completely different series. And it's just like, maybe I don't kind of like this. And then it completely changes to a completely different series. And it's just like, I really like this. It's that. So if you don't like that first arc, push through it, and I guarantee you'll find an arc. It's usually that York new arc, that second arc, where it's just like, whoa, damn. That's what gets everybody. And that's all I'll say. The first arc had people, yeah, people were dying, and the reason they were dying, but the reason why people didn't take it as seriously is because it had the time slot that it was in was for children, so they had to do like some exquisite censorship so that it wouldn't be crazy. But boy, once they got that time slot moved, they went sicko mode. That's really what it was. Not really what it was. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter changes its vibe more than JoJo. Right. It really does. What is this? What's going on with this? I'm getting this weird glitch in the chat. Like if I move the cursor over like a specific person's name, can I mimic this again? Like like this long white line comes across the chat. It's weird. Oh gosh. Man, that was my Mii theory. That got revived because Rock told me to revisit some chapters, right? It got revived. I remembered it. I actually really like the first arc, yeah. I would say watch the first, because you could watch JoJo in parts, right? Watch the first 10 episodes, because that's one whole part. Right? Watch that. It's pretty cool. 10 episodes. You don't have to like I committed to the whole series and burnt out just because I was watching 3 to 4 episodes a day with the stress of trying to stream it and not knowing what so I burnt out. I burnt out on it. But quite literally, like if Stardust Crusaders isn't as good as it was, part 1 is my favorite part out of all the parts that I've at least seen thus far. And I'm like halfway through part 5. I love part 1 a lot. A lot. I'm interested in this though. Back to Tower of God. We've gone on a long circle, but back to Tower of God. I'm very interested in this. Will I stream? No, because I watched part 1 by myself. I won't. Can't commit to the entire series. If so, I start. Ah, I gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I watched part 1 on my own, and I have this weird thing of part 2 was airing when I had my channel, and I could have done it. I didn't, and since I didn't do it, I'm not gonna do part 2 of season 2 on the channel. I'm weird. I'm totally weird. I'm really weird. The reason why I won't do solo leveling and read solo leveling is because I read solo leveling before. Like I had a channel and I wasn't reading it then, and I binged it and I didn't do it. So now because season 1's not on the channel, I'm not gonna do it. I'm weird. I'm so weird like that. So, like Dr. Stone I may do, but Promise Neverland won't happen. Anything that I've read won't happen. Anything. Nah, I think I'll do Dr. Stone because I didn't because I watched Dr. Stone. I watched Dr. Stone when I didn't have a YouTube channel, so I would do season 2, right? I'm not doing Attack on Titan. No. Read Gosu. What the heck is Gosu? Gosu. Am I saying that right? Gosu? I don't know what that is. Def Attack on Titan season 4. No, I read Attack on Titan, so I'm not doing the anime. Right? I'm not doing it. And it would garner clicks, right? But I'm not for clickbait. I'm not for the clickbait because I feel like me reading the manga for Attack on Titan and then reacting to the anime feels like clickbait. Because I know for me, if I'm looking for a reaction, I want to see someone's initial reaction and their genuine reaction to the events that are happening in the series, not to the animation, right? Not to how well this was done or how well it wasn't done. I want to see someone's genuine reaction to the plot, and I'm not going to give that. I read it. I've reread it a gajillion times. So I don't care how pretty an episode looks, I'm not going to watch it on camera. I won't. It won't happen. Will not. Demon Slayer comes back for its 2nd season after this movie airs. I'm not watching it on the channel. I won't do it because I've read all of Demon Slayer. I won't react to it, and that will get clicks. But again, I'm not here for the clicks. Not. React to the final manga chapter. I think I will. Like for me, like I read it My Hero because I like My Hero and we could talk through it. When I read Attack on Titan, I'm all over the place. I quite literally have like 5 chapters of Attack on Titan up when I'm rereading, so I can reference stuff. I'm like it wouldn't be conducive to me streaming. I would be all over the place. It's the only reason why I don't like react to it, like reading it. I don't, and I usually find out whenever the chapter's live by seeing someone's thumbnail. Like I'll see someone's thumbnail, it's like, well, oh damn, that's what the chapter's about. Now let me go read it. I have no idea. I've never been able to button down when the damn chapter comes out. Never been able to. When it comes out, usually I see someone say like, oh, it's out. Oh, it's out. Oh, and that's how I usually get it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Dr. Stone. I know they released like some special episode that came out. Right? I think they released some special episode, and I didn't watch it because I wanted to save it and watch it alongside of the first episode that airs. Gosu, Gyunryu, Moon Jong-hoo, goodness, forgive me. Following his mentor's death, his protege, Gangyong, makes it. Usually find out when Attack on Titan. That sounds interesting, Gosu. I'll write it down. I have 2 new series, well not series, but new things that I want to start on the channel. Right? I have 2 things that I want to start on the channel. And Draconic gave me the idea for one, and I through a bunch of people like requesting so many different things and me not having the time, like Chainsaw Man. I'm gonna explain it in a second, Rock. Gosu. So Draconic gave me an idea, and I just want to call it the sidetrack stream, where it's just it's just a random, like we pick a day, most likely it'll probably be a Saturday, and we just sit for like 2 hours, 3 hours, however long. We just talk about anything, and that's it. It's just called the sidetrack stream. That's it. Literally, Draconic gave me that idea. Somebody recommended Gosu in the Discord. Really? Right? And the other one is like this. I don't know what the name I want to call it. It's probably gonna be corny, but it's like a book club. So like I literally don't have the time to like sit here like how I do with Tower of God and get series and read them in bulk chapters. But I don't have the patience to try to do something week to week when it's there, right? There's like 80 chapters of Chainsaw Man or something like that. There's no way I'm gonna force myself to read a couple chapters. Like, I can't do it. But I don't have the time to sit here and stream 10 chapters at a time until we catch up. So the plan is to do like once a week and have like a book club. So I'll have like maybe 3 series that I'll read throughout the week, take my notes on what I've read, and then once a week I'll go from, so Chainsaw Man's on the list. Something else, and there's a few other things. There's a couple manga on the list as well, the ones that I'm watching you suggested. And it's just like chapters, like for Chainsaw Man, it's totally going to be chapters 1 through 10, and I'm going to talk about that for like a half hour or 45 minutes or however long it takes for me to get my ideas out, and then I'll move on to the next series. And I'm just trying to work it out in my brain. Like I came up with an idea for it, and then I test streamed it like by myself, and then I reviewed it and I wasn't happy with it. So I scrapped the initial idea that I came up with it, and I'm back to the drawing phase of how I want to structure it. Because like the way I structured it the first time, I rambled. Like I literally was like 4 o'clock in the morning one time. I'm just like, dude, this is too long. It's way too long. So I'm working through these ideas, right? I'm trying to lighten up my schedule because I quite literally stream every single day, if everything's perfectly fine, multiple times a day. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm trying to like find these ways to, and hopefully it works out. Like I'm doing all of these things in the hopes that maybe it catches, maybe it doesn't, or that I don't burn myself out. Right? That's the whole thing. So those are the 2 things. I really gotta thank Draconic for that idea. Because Draconic said it in like a Noragami stream or a Fate stream and called it the sidetrack stream. And I literally, like, if I can remember which, I think it's Noragami. It's something where I didn't have the time to stick around and I need to bug out. And you could see me when Dragonic put it in the chat, I instantly just like like an idea blew up in my head, and I was like, I like that. I was like, I really like that. It had to have been Noragami, right? Ah man, it literally just like it was like poof, poof, I was like, write that down. Yeah, live life as you want it. Right. True. Like I want to build this. I want to build a community. Right. That's the whole thing. What stream did I do this on? I did this at the end of a Noragami stream, didn't I? I was just like, I just want to build a community. It was the end of a Noragami stream where I was like, I want to build a place on the internet where I never got a chance to be, right? I hate the internet. I hate it. I hate it. Like there's pockets of the internet that people are in that are really cool, but then like a lot of the vast majority of it sucks. And I just want to make a place where a person like me who doesn't talk to that many people, who's very quiet, right? Who's very like a very quiet person, wants to just be around a group of people that we don't have to sit here and like whenever Game of Thrones is having its disaster of a final season, right? And I'm watching it and it's just like, well, I like some of the moments in here, but obviously like there's stuff it's completely like, right? And it's like, maybe I don't want to spend 5 hours on the internet talking about how bad this is ruining the series, right? And it's like, maybe I don't want to talk about that. Maybe I just want to sit and talk to some people, right, about how great the cinematography on episode 3 was, or how crazy this looked and this and everything. But no, it's just, if it's bad, we gotta talk about the bad. And I hate that, right? Like a lot of people out there feel like the last season of Game of Thrones ruined all the last 2 seasons, because no one seems to like anything after season 5, right? So we'll say 6, 7, and 8. People think that 8, 7 in particular ruins the entire series, right? Right? Like, I've had this conversation with someone where they're like, oh, this and that, and they start to bring up stuff from previous seasons, and I was like, but you liked season 1 of that show, didn't you? So why does what happened in season 8 of that show affect your experience of, right? How does your experience of the last season ruin an experience of a show that you had 10 years ago? Like, you enjoyed watching that first season when you first watched it. So how does season 8 then ruin something that you already enjoyed for 10 years of your life? It doesn't. Yeah, the end of the journey might not be what you expected, but it doesn't ruin the experience that you already had. Right? It's just like, okay. So it's just like, now it's like, I can understand if you feel like you've wasted your time, but does that delete all of the memories that you had with the series, the bonds that you have forged with these people, and the adoration for this series that you're just going to throw to the wayside because a final season doesn't live up to what you wanted it to be? Come on, man. That makes no sense to me. For some people, it's not the journey, but the culmination that leads to the end. I get that, but to me, nah, man. No way. No way. Like, I look like, if that's the case, what's the point of going through all of that if you're not enjoying it for what it is in the moment, though? I feel that way, but I also understand what you're saying as well, Dexter, right? Right, I totally understand what you're saying as well. It's just like, when the destination is what you looked forward to, like, it feels like a waste, but those memories aren't gone, right? I still can watch Battle of the Bastards and still be absolutely blown away by the storytelling that was done in that. Because just because he goes, right? Just because he goes north doesn't ruin Battle of the Bastards for me. I can watch Battle of the Bastards and be fine and go on about my day and not think about the end of that series, right? Right? I still enjoy parts of Naruto even though the other percentage is poopy to me. Like, I enjoy a lot of Naruto. It's just Kaguya showing up doesn't ruin the series for me. Right? It doesn't. Especially when you understand why Kaguya showed up. Right? Whenever I understood why Kaguya showed up, I was just like, okay. I wasn't mad at it whatsoever. There's some people that are still mad at it. I'm not mad at it. 1/7, yeah, that one's like unique though, because it literally like makes the show unwatchable. Right? And all the bad writing of Game of Thrones, it didn't look bad. 7 Deadly Sins quite literally looks terrible. It's hard to watch. Right? So like for me with you can, the whole thing with that, Dexter, you can look at every single shonen series and figure out where it was supposed to end. Dragon Ball wasn't supposed to go past Frieza, but it did. Dragon Ball wasn't supposed to go past Cell, but it did. Right? Dragon Ball wasn't supposed to go past Boo, and it did. It's so many different series that weren't supposed to go past. Right? Weren't supposed, like, Fairy Tail wasn't supposed to go past a certain point. That's why after like halfway through the series, everything, it contradicts itself. It's because it was just like, oh, I have to keep writing the series and I never planned to do it. So like with Japanese manga, it's just like whenever I learn that something's been extended, it doesn't really bother me. Like, I don't get bothered. Like, one that bothers me is Bleach, because Kubo never got a chance to actually finish. He burnt out, right? He burnt out and he got screwed over. Right? So it's like, that's like, Bleach bothers me. Like Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho, like those don't really bother me, because if with Togashi, if it literally is his health, I can't be mad. Right, I agree, NW. When you really find out why Kaguya is a thing in Naruto, why she when she, and I feel like, I'm sorry if I'm spoiling Naruto for you, but I'm sorry, but with Kaguya showing up, Kaguya literally comes back, right? Not like in her flashbacks, because the flashbacks are fine, but whenever victory theme, I caught it. Victory theme, what is victory? I'll look it up. But Kaguya literally shows up because Kishimoto admits that he wrote Madara. He got so carried away with writing Madara, right? Writing his story, writing his character. He got so carried away that he wrote himself into a corner that he could not write himself out of. That's the only reason why Kaguya happens. Because he got he did what writers do. They get something that they like and they just keep writing like, yo, this is crazy, I'm gonna make him do this. And then when he sits back, he's just like, yo, there's literally no way for my main character to beat him. Like, there's nothing that you could make Naruto and Sasuke do that could beat him. It would make no sense, right? It would make no sense. So he's just like, the only way I can do it is to remove him out of the series. Enter Kaguya. It's the only reason. It's the only reason. Because he could write in a weakness for Kaguya that he can't contradict himself with Madara. That's it. That's the only reason why the war arc ends up starting to fall apart at the end. Ishii had too much fun. And I don't blame him, because Madara is one of the best characters, period. I don't blame him. He had too much fun with him. And it was just like, oh, damn, I messed up. I want to have that moment one day where I do a oops, he's too strong. But I want to do it before I actually, like, I don't want to be in the stressed out issue, right? No, it doesn't make him immune to criticism at all. You absolutely can get that criticism. I'm just saying for me, right? I'm just saying all of that for me. Like if that reason isn't enough, go ahead, have at it. Like, you can criticize him. But for me, when I found that out, I was just like, oh, okay. And I completely let it go, because I was one of the people that were mad. And then whenever I read that comment, he literally said that comment like week to week. Like, he did this interview like in between chapters. Like, someone like asked him, like, do you know how Naruto's gonna end? He was like, to be honest, he was like, I haven't even figured out how to beat Madara. And this was week to week, like as the chapters were coming out, right? So it was just like, for me, when I learned that, I was like, okay, I can let it go. I can let it go. For someone else, it ruined their entire life. And I'm not joking. For someone else in this world, Madara Uchiha being taken out by Kaguya ruined their entire life. Quite literally. At least Boruto's using that info in a good way. I've heard things about Boruto. I have. I'm getting around to the point of needing, especially because I check in with Boruto from time to time. I check in. Take care, Pipe. Take care. I'll catch you later if you pop by. Like, I check in, right? It's the same thing that I do with like, what I'm doing with Boruto right now is what I did with Dragon Ball Super. I'm like one of the biggest Dragon Ball fanatics that you'll ever find. I didn't watch the first 32 episodes of Super when I found out they were redoing the movies. So I was checking in from week to week to figure out when we get some new stuff. That's what I'm doing with Boruto. I'm checking in week to week, month to month with the manga. Right? I'm checking in to see what's going to get me to read. That's it. right? That's it. It's just what's going, and right now what's happening currently. I want to know what the hell is going on with Naruto, and why is this happening? I'm getting to that point where I need to read it. That's what's happening. Like, I'm getting to that point. Like, especially with Super is weird for me. I'm probably in the don't really care camp. Super, it is weird, right? Super is not great by all means, right? But it has its moments. Right? It has its moments. Like, Super is a really weird boat of, for me being a Dragon Ball fanatic, I felt like Dragon Ball should have one of the best animes ever, and Super was anything but that. Like, outside of story, just the care that was given for a long running series, especially like nothing that runs without an episode cap, right? I mean, the GT should have been canon. I've never watched GT from start to finish. The stuff that I have watched in GT, I only like a little bit of it. But I hate the Dragon Ball Z ending. I'm fine with all the arcs. I'm fine with the end of Buu. I'm fine with everything. Where I don't like it is when Goku fights Oob and then tells him to get on his back and flies away. I hate that. I'm fine with everything else up until that. Right? I'm fine with everything else up until that point. I felt like GT was the most proper, like, it felt like a true goodbye. Right? It felt like a true goodbye. I hate the ending of Z. I hate the ending of Z. The Goku Black thing didn't go anywhere. But none of the arcs went anywhere in Super. So there's not an arc in Dragon Ball that really goes anywhere if you really look at it. If you really look, there's no arc in Dragon Ball that really goes anywhere. Yeah. That's it. Super, I see what you're saying, NW. I see what you're saying. Super got me though. Like, Super sunk its hooks into me. I'm gonna try, like, you give me some cool stuff, it's cool. Like the Goku Black stuff, I liked it. People were like, another Super Saiyan hair color. I was like, it looks cool. Like, it looks cool. So what if it's another color? Like, once we got to blue hair, I was just like, okay, we're gonna do every hair color now. That's just how I just like process things, right? That's just how I process things. I was like, oh, we're doing blue now? Bet. I was like, I can't wait till we do other hair colors. That's me. I was like, and then we got Goku Black Rose. And Rose to me is dope. I still don't like the ending of the Goku Black arc. I still think Trunks should have come back to our timeline. Instead of him and Mai staying and hiding while the other, like, I felt like they should have come back with us. Only because I wanted Trunks to be in the Tournament of Power. Makes no, like, Trunks should be in the Tournament of Power, right? We definitely I say we because I'm so attached. We definitely win that tournament easy if Trunks is in the Tournament of Power, right? Super Saiyan 4 is still the best transformation. Cap, big cap, no way. It's second for me. I still like OG Super Saiyan the best. I'm just saying, big cap to mess with you. I like as a child, I didn't like the Super Saiyan 4 design. Like, as a child, I didn't like Vegeta either. It wasn't until I got to be an adult, like, quite literally, like, my mid-20s, where I liked the Super Saiyan 4 transformation. I did not like it at all. Like, but my favorite Goku transformation is Ultra Instinct, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I like the Goku Black arc mainly for Vegito, even though it doesn't make sense, right? Even though it doesn't make sense, like, you could point all these things that doesn't make sense. I like it, right? Ultra Instinct will forever be like, it's my favorite Dragon Ball transformation. I cried I was at 2 o'clock in the morning, laying in my bed watching Super on my phone, and I'm sitting there like, so fucking. It felt like I was a kid again. So I like Ultra Instinct will forever like albeit the Tournament of Power doesn't make sense at all. Think about all they did in 45 minutes. It doesn't make sense, but I like it. Right? I like it. I like Dragon Ball. Like, if it's Dragon Ball, I like it. I don't hate anything that's Dragon Ball. There's nothing that's Dragon Ball that I hate. I like it. I just like the other stuff more than I like that. Because Broly actually was a character. Broly actually had a character in this Super movie. That Super movie was really good, by the way, right? That Super, you like the flamboyancy of the Super Saiyan 4, right? I like all of Dragon Ball, everything. Like, there's nothing that I don't like. It's just I like the other stuff more than I like that. Like, there's certain things I like. Only things I really genuinely hate. The only things that I really genuinely hate is just the end of Z. I don't hate anything in any Dragon Ball. That's part of being a fanatic, though. Like, I'm a Dragon Ball fanatic. I love Dragon Ball. I can point out everything that's wrong with it. I just like it. I like it. That's why I don't consider it in any conversations of, right? I don't consider it in any conversations of what's your favorite. It's like I don't mention it because someone out there is going to be like, well, how can you like this and not like this that this series does? Or how could, and I was just like, they don't compare. All right, cool. I don't like this certain turn in this series, but Dragon Ball did it. You should like it. Nah, it's different. That's why, like, I don't even consider it. I have a clear bias against Dragon Ball, and it won't change. It won't change, right? Yeah, it's like it won't change. Like I have a clear bias, and no matter, it doesn't matter what you say to me about it, I won't change it. You could scream you hate it and tell me everything that's wrong about it, and I'll tell you why I like it. That's just it. Like the Shadow Dragon storyline, yeah. How could you compare your Invisible Man to my Invisible Man? Over here. That's one thing I have to do. I have to watch GT from start to finish. Like, I've only ever seen bits and pieces of GT because GT was airing on Toonami whenever my parents divorced. So I just wasn't able just to watch TV as freely as I wanted to, when I wanted to, whenever Dragon Ball was on. It was one of those things. So yeah, that's one thing I have to do. Like, I've watched Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z front to back, back to front. From here on, from there on. I've watched Super, I don't know, like two times through and through, right? Right, I've watched that quite a few times. I own the Broly movie, and I own the Broly movie. I've killed that thing. I killed that thing to the point when I took my PlayStation out of my room, I was like, dude, I don't have a DVD player to watch Broly no more. It's down here. That's the first thing I thought of when it finally clicked. Dragon Ball Z sucks cause Akira Toriyama. Forgot about launch. Dude, when you learn about how Toriyama made Dragon Ball and just what he does, it's just like, how is this series so popular when the care, right? That Super Shenron and that little guy that can Thanos the universe away. Yeah, Lil Zeno. Lil Zeno. Once we started fighting gods in Dragon Ball Super, I was like, yeah, we're running away with this now, aren't we? It's like, what else do we do? It's like we fought everyone in our universe. What else are we gonna do? Like, what other stories can we possibly do? Like, who else is gonna come out and beat these guys? It would make no sense if a normal person beat them. That's the issue why I have, like, with Naruto dying. With Naruto and Sasuke dying, it's one of the issues I came up with, right? Toriyama doesn't write the super manga. Toyotaro does. Holy shit, I'm supposed to do Noragami in a half hour. I've burnt through all my time. Damn it. You see the realization? But yeah, it's just like, it's the same thing I have with where Super went. I think that's why I like was more easily able to accept Super, because it's just like, well, what are we fighting now? The gods. Okay. It's just like, okay, cool. But with Dragon Ball, for me, it doesn't make sense. I mean, not Dragon Ball, with Naruto. Like, whenever you like get the end of Naruto and you know what Naruto and Sasuke are and how strong they are, I don't care how much time has passed, right? I don't like it. Does like, even if Naruto's a rusty fighter because he's just sitting behind the desk, this is reflection from, damn, I called that off a sound. It's reflection from Hollow Knight. Totally right. What's up, Blackbearded man? But I don't care if Naruto has been sitting behind a desk to know what he is. Like, and granted, if I read the series, maybe it'll make sense, but like, they shouldn't die. No one should come out of the word works and be able to kill them. That's just how my brain works in that situation. Now, granted, Boruto might explain it in some way, so whenever they do bite the bullet, it makes sense. But in my headcanon-y brain, I don't see why they should die. Same thing with like Goku and Vegeta. It's like someone shouldn't just show up and kill them. So it's like, oh, we're fighting the gods now. Cool. So now if they do get bodied, it's just like, well, I can say he's a god. That's it. That's the, I think I shut my brain off for Dragon Ball though. And that's it. USB unplugging sounds. Yeah, it's my mouse. And I secured the plug-in as well, so it's weird. You know what's crazy? I still haven't found a site to watch the OVAs for Noragami on. The site that I used for the first one, I completely forgot what that site was. So I'm gonna get out of here because we're just babbling. We're just babbling, right? We're just babbling at this point about anything. This is what this is what the sidetrack stream is gonna be for. I have to have one this week so we could just talk about it, right? Twistamo. Okay, let me write that down. So I definitely have to have one this week. Tina. And you got it right. Just waiting for Boruto's character development. Yeah, I never understood that either. I never understood Naruto being a bad father. Well, I can understand men being bad dads because they didn't have a dad. But I never got that Naruto, how much, as dumb as he is, he does pay attention to small things. I don't see how he would mess that up. But yeah, let's get out of here. I'm gonna be back in a half an hour to do the finale. It's the finale stream for Noragami. It's the final Noragami stream. It's the final one. Gotcha, Rock. I gotcha. I wrote it down. I wrote down victory theme. I wrote it down. So totally, yeah. I got the Noragami. It's the finale stream. We're watching 3 OVAs. So stop by if you want to. It's the final one. So yeah, there we go. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. 2 more chapters of Tower of God, hopefully. And see you then. Peace.